Hello and welcome. It is 15 February 2026. Setting up for the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show. And Sunday night stream, of course. Hope everybody's had a great week and good weekend. Getting censorship and the rest of the crew in here shortly. You know, we got some time. But till then, I got to make sure all the streams are ripping and rolling and not glitching. Because Lord help us when it's glitching. We don't like glitches. Slowly but surely. Making sure the connections are up and running before we go later on to the radio part of the streaming. There we go. Thought I had a player open somewhere. Yep, that's where it was at. Nasty, nasty old Facebook. Giving me problems at times. Not tonight. That was my fault. For not making sure that I had my player off. John and the boys will be in. Well, John and Doc 420 should be in here very soon. There we go. Now we got Nemo up and running, so that's great. Let's take down the opening banner and we'll go to this. Let me call up John and the crew. And if you're in chat, I haven't been able to check in chat yet because I've been checking all over and, you know, working all this out. So let me give them a ring. Hey, how's it going, Doc?
Doing well, yourself? Doing
Awesome.
What's going on, guys?
Not much. You?
Not much.
There we go. Fix the view.
Just hanging out,
and
doing my thing.
There we go. See who all we got in chat.
I was in there for a minute.
In the chat rooms, who is in the chat room? Looks like Veterans Radio up in Canada is in there. Alexander. Axel Batardo. Zidane. Zadnane. Yeah, there we go. Yep. Welcome in, folks. And we got Roger Hansen somewhere, and he's restreaming us tonight.
Excellent.
Oh boy, I got to live up to those expectations, man.
Yeah, you know.
Think we can do it, Doc?
I can go be all right. I can be all right.
You got this?
Oh yeah, I think so. Supreme confidence.
Excellent. How was your big football party thing?
So stupid. I should have just came and did the show. The game sucked and everybody else was drunk and I don't really drink anymore, so I was like, oh, this is dumb. You guys are all lame.
Oh, wow.
But I got to spend some time with my son, so that's okay.
There you go. Uh-huh. Let's see, what was that? There we go. Microsoft is there. Yep.
Microsoft. That Microsoft.
Microsoft.
It's definitely not what I would name my computer company. Just saying.
Microbrew. Sounds better.
Macro hard.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. There's so much stupidity in the U.S., man. It's just there's just so many idiots out there.
Yes, indeed.
And sometimes they go overseas and bring their stupidity overseas. It's just embarrassing.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's been a thing for a long time. It's been like whenever you go to like a really foreign country, it used to be the thing that you would say, "I'm Canadian, not American," especially when we were when it was the whole Middle East, Iraq, Afghanistan time. It was a little more dangerous during that time. Nowadays, they just kind of laugh at us. Although we can laugh right back at Europe, so that's okay.
Oh, Europe, man, they're gone. Wow, how many articles do I have here?
Not enough.
Gene Simmons rips Rock and Roll Hall of Fame for letting rappers in.
Yep.
I agree with him.
Yep. He wants to know.
They should have their own Hall of Fame.
He wants to know when Led Zeppelin and there was another band when they're going to get inducted to the Rap Hall of Fame.
Well, I mean, I think Led Zeppelin he brought up because they're not even in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, which is like asinine backwards.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The one exception I might make is, Walk This Way with Run DMC and Aerosmith.
Yeah.
Well,
right.
I think they should be the crossover. They should both be in the other Hall of Fame as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was because I mean that song is
that's
iconic.
That's trans music. All right. They have to have their own category. All right. All right.
Well, it's the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. If you're not doing rock and roll, what the hell are you doing there?
That's
Walk
what I'm
this
saying.
way.
That's what I'm saying. I agree completely.
I mean, I don't want to see Aerosmith get into the Rap Hall of Fame, unless it's, of course, an honorable mention for that one song. But,
right.
I mean...
No, I as a huge hip-hop, an old-school hip-hop fan, I'm a big fan of Run DMC, like...
Sure.
I agree completely. Like they are two separate kinds of music.
Here's one for you. Where will the Beastie Boys go?
Depends on what generation, but primarily I would put them in. I would put them
exactly,
in
because when they first started out, they were hardcore punk.
Yep. They were always on the forefront of experimenting with their music. They didn't really have a genre specific
for them.
Like they had their periods. Each album was a little bit different.
Mm-hmm.
God.
Well, things really changed when they when they slam dunked that female manager that they originally had, because they went from hardcore rock and punk to kind of what they're doing now. But that's good. It helped them, but
Yeah.
in that genre, they're considered sellouts.
Yeah, well, that's. I like musicians who can grow over time, though. I hate musicians who get stuck in what made them popular and don't ever change. I encourage musicians to grow.
That's coming through good, John.
Millions of.
Okay, I'm just trying to cue it up to the right point. I hope he plays this thing in its full entirety here.
For spicy chicken. That's how you get this.
Okay, dude, shut up and play this. We're 3 minutes in here and you haven't played. Okay. Have you guys heard this video yet?
Oh yeah.
Restore UK?
Yeah.
I've chosen to speak to you today from the farm.
I mean, it's insane. I want to play this in its entirety.
It comes through clear, but it's really tinny too at the same time.
I'm nowhere near the microphone right now.
Oh, okay.
Like here.
On a farm, you don't think in election cycles or headlines.
Right.
Yeah.
You think in season.
Okay. See if he's still playing this thing. Let me skip through this thing. Oh shit! What marker was that? 320.
It's a national political.
Okay, I mean this is so good.
For the first time.
That's a first 40-minute segment, like almost by itself.
Yeah, it's a pretty big deal, and it has a lot of legs already. There's a lot of really fast-moving parts with it. There's already was it the Advance UK coalition, like that group? They have already folded in to Restore, so all 30 or 40,000 of their members who have been building this momentum already on the ground are coming into the party ready to go. They're already hitting 10%. It's crazy. It's impressive.
Yeah.
I'm excited for England.
And I remember Tommy Robinson speaking a little while back how he just didn't trust Nigel in reform and he couldn't support him.
Yeah.
Yep. So it's like, I mean, like they're waiting for somebody like this to come out and do this,
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. That's queued up. And then there was this other dude. All right, let me load all these articles. There was that other billionaire. I've got it up here. Who came out earlier in the week and said that they're a colony. The UK is a colony now of, an amalgamated African force.
Yep. That's what kind of kicked the week off with that guy. He was saying what he was saying, and that started going viral, and people were like, yeah, we are being colonized, and then Restore Britain hits the ground, and a lot of good momentum on their side.
Anyway, I don't want to get too deep into it because we're going to spend 40 minutes talking about it, so I hate to spend the next 20 minutes talking about it on top of the next 40 minutes after that.
Right, no, agree. Did you see that 4 different countries have opened special counsels to investigate the Epstein files and connections?
Oh, no, I haven't. That's good news.
Yeah.
Which ones?
So, France, Poland, Lithuania, and there was another one. Can't remember the other country.
Lithuania, Poland, I would expect, good things from.
Latvia is the other one.
Okay, Latvia, Lithuania, Latvia, neighbors.
And then France, I'm not so sure theirs is going to turn out very good because they have a Rothschild banker in charge of their country. So
exactly, they're bought and paid for, sold down the road, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah,
France is no longer France. No longer France. I don't know what it is. It ain't France though.
No. I've seen some of the videos of the guys that have gone to Paris and walked around in filmed like the street merchants that like try to rob people and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
it's pretty rough over there in Paris.
Yeah, it's crazy, and all the pickpockets in the subways and whatnot.
Yep.
The open air like drug markets and farmers markets that just basically sell all that stolen crap right out in the open on the streets.
Yeah, reminds me of Portland.
You know, like yeah, you want toothpaste. You know,
Oh my God, really? Is it that bad?
Yeah, I mean, if you replace the North Africans with South Americans, basically.
and I'll take that trade any day of the week, dude.
Yeah, I'd much rather have South Americans than North Africans. Yeah, 10 out of 10 times.
Yeah.
Not even a question. Not even a question. They're mostly Islamists, and that's really the big problem with everybody that's coming into Europe. It's Islamic culture. It's just not compatible with Europe.
Well, Islamist versus Islamic. You know what I mean? Islamic is one thing. Islamist is another one. That's the fanatical cult of it that believes that, they are the superior religion and they're here to wipe out all the other religions and install Sharia, which is the political wing of their quasi-religious, beliefs. It's not just a religion; it's also a system of government, which is the worst part of it.
Yeah, correct.
Which makes it most dangerous.
They want a worldwide caliphate.
Exactly, and they're not shy about it,
No, not at all. Not at all.
They tell you that's what they're here for.
We're like, yes, Muhammad. We took over the whole world. It's like Pinky and the Brain, only from the Middle East.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. There's all kinds of stuff going on. I'm going through all these articles, and a lot of times, I'll have 6 different articles about one story, basically, from 6 different angles, and the way it's developed through the week,
Mm-hmm.
And tonight, it's I've got 30 different topics here, man. And they're all kind of interesting. None of them are all kind of related to each other. An example, the one right in front of me here. NBC deletes video after misgendering Swedish trans athlete on Winter Olympic newsfeed. So this was a girl that transitioned to a guy but competed as a girl. And they called her her.
Okay.
And
I don't know which one does she want to be called again?
They wanted her to call him him. So he finished great. He did a good job in the women's, freestyle event or whatever it was,
But it was the women's event.
Yeah, you're competing in the women's event, but you're openly a dude.
That's just weird.
And, well, he's like, yeah, but I can't compete in the men's division, right? So I have to compete.
Oh, man. Yeah. Man, I tell you what, that the whole transgender athlete thing is just ridiculous.
Yeah. I always got to be careful playing British people because they speak English, but not really well,
It's that accent, and all those weird words they use. I don't know what's going on with that.
Oh, and don't even get me spelling over there.
Very true. Very true.
Yeah. And all he wanted, was some smokes. All right, he just wanted a cigarette. He wasn't trying to call names.
Very true. Very true.
Well,
I want to go have a faggot in the alley.
Takes on a whole different meaning in San Francisco. Just saying.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'd love to have a fag in the alley.
Another one? Oh my God. Oh man. Yeah. Crazy world out there. Crazy world. I saw your article on the AI, the movie industry.
Yeah.
Well,
did you watch some of those?
I did.
By the way, I created a really nice song for you.
I started to listen to it a little bit.
Yeah,
before the
I hope
show.
you like it. If you like it, and John says it's fine, I'll throw it in the show sometime.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, you do what you do, Mark. You know I don't do the AI thing. I've
I know.
kind of given up on.
Oh, and Roger's in the chat room. He's grumbling right now.
Grumble.
Yeah, well, where's that David Hogg character at? I hope he's doing all right.
Yeah, I'm sure he's doing good. Motivation was psyched to be on a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, it was really nice having her in.
I told her that.
We do miss her.
Mm-hmm. All right, so Rupert Lowe, who is this cat anyway? He's a prime minister.
Rupert Lowe. He's he's an MP.
Member of Parliament, Prime Minister, Member of Parliament. Sorry, jeez.
Yeah.
It's like they drive. They drive on the left side of the road over there.
Yes. Yeah.
They go so far with it that they actually put their steering wheels on the wrong side of the car too, right? So instead of having a driver's side, it's on the passenger side. It's just.
I would think I like the idea of putting the passenger on the other side, near the middle of the line, but that's just me. But no, that's he's a billionaire, kind of made his money, owns a bunch of property, but he's been kind of pushing Farage, trying to push Farage into reform to be more right, but didn't really. They kind of they went the corporate direction, and it wasn't working for people. People weren't liking it the way it was going.
Wow.
But I know, he's got family farm and several businesses, and he's been supporting all the right-wing candidates for a while.
Yeah, he's saying it though.
Hey, tell him the truth. About time.
Oh, this is a much better. Okay, good. I'm gonna do this one. All right, that means that I can cue this one up to the just the Donald Trump part in the beginning.
We've got a deal. You send us your fancy jammy dodgers and custard creams. The works. No tariffs, no ban. In return, we will continue throwing your tea into the harbor, but at least I won't release those tapes.
Is that Schumer?
That was what? No, that was Trump.
Oh, it sounded like Schumer there for a minute.
No.
All tinny the way. I mean, I guess because where you're doing it from, it almost sounded like Schumer, like how he talks through his nose.
It's that New York, and they both got that New York. Yeah. Trump's got the more lower class Brooklyn, or not Brooklyn, but what part of New York is that? Is it
where Trump is from?
Yeah, is it the Upper East Side?
He was born in Brooklyn. He was born in Brooklyn, but yeah, Upper East Side is fair. Fifth Avenue. I mean, Trump Tower is right out Fifth Avenue.
Yeah, Park, he's got that. That's more his. Schumer has the more New York State accent.
Yeah. The Jewish neighborhoods.
Yeah. Like he's from Poughkeepsie or something.
It's always funny to listen to Debbie Perkins, because I had her on Friday. She started
I listened to some of that.
Yeah, and her accent is not Maine. All right, she's from Maine. All right, but she definitely has a New York, New Jersey mesh accent.
Yeah, it's one of the few accents that still exists in the United States. Very, very few true. Like you get the Southern accent still a little bit, get down in the deep South, and then you get that far Northeast accent. And those are the only two left. Everybody else sounds like they're from California.
Yeah, or the Midwest.
Oh yeah, one of those. Whichever depends on where you get your popular media from.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Midwest is like no accent.
Very little.
Until you get up to like South Dakota and Minnesota, don't you know?
Well,
The
that's
Minnesota, or
that's- yeah.
and then you come all the way down where I'm at, and you start to get
Fargo.
that draw, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I remember being in Nebraska and like everybody just, it's like it's looks like it would be super country, but nobody talks like they live in the country. It's really weird going through Nebraska and Iowa.
Dude, I watched
Richard's
this video
places.
once of this linguist who was talking about how the Southern accent is just sort of a derivative of the British accent. And he started going through a bunch of examples, and I was like, oh my God. It just blew me away. I had no idea.
Yeah,
And he convinced me. I haven't been able to find that video yet again. I really want to find it.
The Southern aristocracy was where that accent came from, and they had their roots in the English aristocracy. So yeah.
Yeah, they just draw it out more. It's a little more lazy.
Yeah. It's an
'Cause it's
interesting.
hot.
Yeah, it's interesting how the American English developed from how different they sound. It's very interesting. I
Yeah.
always found that linguistic comparison interesting between the two different countries.
Yeah, and it gets hard sometimes, man. Some British people are damn near impossible to understand.
Oh yeah. And then you got the Cockneys and the Welsh and the Irish and the Scottish, and man, all of them have thick accents. All of them.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, Cockneys, I don't even know if Cockneys exist anymore because that whole area is just Muslim now.
Well, there are very few. They are dying.
You know
out,
what I mean?
for sure. Yeah,
It's
because they're not in one area anymore.
Mm-hmm. So that area that developed that accent is sort of doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah. I heard.
Crazy
I saw
stuff.
I saw. Was it one of the Lotus Eater guys? One of the guys that's on that show was talking about that. How the Cockney, their whole area has been destroyed, Islamified.
Yeah, it's just been replaced.
Yeah.
So that particular culture within the UK doesn't really exist anywhere like it used to, you know?
Yeah. It's true. And that's
wild.
that's what they intended. It was all all the purpose of bringing all those people in was the whole intent of getting rid of what made England England. It was the people.
Well, I think that's about to turn around.
Oh yeah, it's good. It's a good thing. It was looking scary there for a minute. You know, they got
I
up to around
get goosebumps.
30,000 in jail.
You know, watching this stuff, it's goosebump worthy, man. It's the real deal.
Yeah. I think they got a real good shot too because of if you combine what's coming from the Epstein stuff, shattering the old paradigm. It certainly is a great opportunity.
Oh yeah, I gotta put this stuff away. I got a pound of brisket today.
Nice.
Yeah.
We got a couple more minutes, and then we're going to
So good.
switch over to the... Come right back here again. Yep. So if you got to go to the bathroom, you better go right now and not wait till the last minute like you normally do.
Check
right?
with the dog here. Hey, dog, do you gotta go potty?
Oh,
All right, I'm gonna take the dog out real quick. I'm gonna leave the room.
all right.
So how's Blue doing tonight? You haven't talked about her tonight there.
She's doing good.
All right.
I've been getting her down to the dog park quite a bit.
I bet she's digging that.
Oh, yeah.
We're about to put Zeus on a diet. He's starting to get jelly rolls on his neck. I'm like, that's because you feed him and all he does is lay around. I'm like, you got to let him out, But it's been raining here last.
Yeah, they got to run.
Yeah, they got to run, especially big dogs, Them little dogs, they're going to run regardless. They don't need as much space, but boy.
Yeah, how much does Zeus weigh?
96 pounds.
Is that his tender diet weight or his full-flown holiday?
That's when we had him at the vet last. We weighed him and
Okay.
right there, no collar or anything on. We even took his shoes off.
Yeah. Well, that's good. Because if you name some 25-pound dog Zeus, I mean, I guess if it's ironic, I can live with it. But
Oh man, I'll have to send you some pictures of him. I got some really nice pictures of
Come on,
Zeus.
get up. You're not gonna sit out there and yap at me. Come on up. Get up. She likes to whine. Oh my God.
Oh, him too here lately. Oh my God, he gets anxiety like nuts. All right.
Yeah. That's how she talks, man, and it's so annoying. Huskies are just the worst like that.
All right. Well, let's.
You think it's cute when you hear it like once or twice, but when you have to live with it every single day, it just gets to the point where you're like, dude, stop.
Does she do the Scooby talk?
Yeah.
Oh, love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You love it. So you have to live with it all day, every day.
No, it's really great when I pull out my bass and I'm playing my bass and he starts to try to do that like he's singing along. That's kind of cool. But, let's go to the next room, all right? I'll see you on the other side. All right. Well, that was the pre-show for Censorship Sucks, and I am going to get the regular show up and rolling for Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show Sunday edition, where we have Willie on later on. Look out, cats, dogs, and kids, if that's the case. Hey, Doc, welcome back. Let me get John in here.
All right.
There we go. Do some flipping around.
Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2.
Good levels? Excellent.
Okay.
All right.
Doc, you there?
He
I
sure
am
is.
here.
He beat you in.
Excellent. Ooh. Boy, it has been beautiful out here, man. Like, I can't tell you how tan I am right now. I am, like, just bronze.
I don't want to hear it because it's been raining here the last, 2 or 3 days. And, that's not the thing here, too much rain.
Yeah, it's rained here for, 2 or 3 days since I've been here.
Yeah, we're just heading into our rainy season. It's going to be cloudy and rainy on and off for the next 4 months.
Ugh. Yeah, I didn't mind that so much in Colorado because that's what you get there. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So it's like when I go into northern Arizona in the summer, it's crazy up there. It's like one of the biggest places anywhere for lightning strikes.
Yeah.
As I can attest to. I've been struck many times.
You got struck by lightning?
Yeah, I've lost 2. What do you call it? Star link panels.
Oh, I was gonna say I hope you didn't lose too many brain cells getting hit by them. But anyways,
No, I mean
30 seconds, guys. 30 seconds, and we'll be live and on the radio side. Whew.
All right.
Don't stand too close to the broadcast tower, buddy.
Very true.
We want you for Wednesday and the weeks to come. And here's your countdown. 5,
promises.
4, 3, 2, 1. And you are live and on the radio side for the first time tonight, right now.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show, Sunday night edition for February 15th, 2026. I hope everyone had a great Valentine's Day weekend. Folks, you treated your ladies well, and ladies, you treat your men right. And everybody's happy. We got to start making them babies, filling up this country with American blue, red, white, and blue children, beautiful babies, our own babies. I mean, I'm not trying to say, they need to be white or anything, but just American babies into American families, whatever that means, Just build up this country with people that love America. It is our 250th anniversary, and I am so proud of what we have done over the last 250 years. We have created a nation that is second to none in the world, that has created more wealth for more people than anything out there. And we've done it beautifully, with class. We are the envy of the world. You ask somebody, where do you want to go? If you could move to any country, where do you want to go? They don't say China. They never say Russia. They say America, man. I want to go to America because anybody can make it there. You go there, you work hard, and you get rich. You get wealthy. You live the American dream. Doc 69 in the house tonight. What's going on? Are you living the American dream, buddy?
Doing my best. Working on it.
Doing your best. Exactly. And it's not so much that everybody gets that, but you just get the opportunity to, you have the right, you can pursue happiness, as they call it, right? They don't say guarantee happiness. You pursue happiness. Do what you think will make you happy in life. And that's what it's all about. I was watching earlier today a clip someone had put together of all these different people in England getting arrested for tweets. And they're filming it and saying, do you know which tweet I know exactly what tweet you're referring to. And what's wrong with that tweet? Well, somebody was offended by it. Someone was offended. Well, I'm offended by them being offended. Ha! Gotcha. Let's go get them. Let's arrest them. I'm offended they were offended. And if they wrote a mean tweet in response to my mean tweet, I'm going to press charges. Is that how that works? Is that just a big circle? We can all just keep, you offended me, he offended her, she offended him. They all go to jail. Everybody goes to jail.
Didn't seem
It's
to work
ridiculous.
that way. Yeah, it seemed to go one direction. It is ridiculous, but seems like things might be making a turnaround there.
I would hope so. What I'm seeing is just a decay, a steady decay. We had Tommy Robinson apparently has fled England for the time being because ISIS put a fatwa on him, a price on his head. They want him dead. And so he doesn't feel safe in England for the time being. He's gearing up for another, Stand Together or something rally. He put one together a year ago, and it was one of the largest, patriot rallies that the UK had ever seen. And they're going to do another one this year. And now I think, Restore Britain, which is this brand new party, folks. It's not even like 48 hours old. And it's already picking up. And they did a poll after 24 hours of them announcing. And they had 10% support in the general election.
That's wild.
It's pretty incredible. Reform has worked hard to get up to like 30-some%. Now, how much of that is going to be cannibalized right out of Reform? That's kind of where I would be. If I was in England today, I would have been Reform all the way, a couple days ago. And today I'd be, no, Restore Britain is the way to go. Because, folks, they put out a bomb. I mean, they put out a video that is just incredible. So this is Rupert Lowe, who is a independent MP, a populist nationalist, a billionaire, a farmer, and someone who is, born and raised in England, considered himself British, English, true and true. He probably has a cup of tea every afternoon.
Most certainly. He's the kind of guy that would. Absolutely.
Yeah. with toast points and cake. And, you think I'm kidding. I'm not. This is the deal here. So he put out this video. Let's play a little bit of it right here. Let me play some of this for you. It's really just incredible. And I'll cut into this several times.
I have chosen to speak to you today from the farm because places like this represent what proper Britain is about. Hard work, responsibility, effort, duty, stewardship. This is the England I know, and this is the England that I love. On a farm, you don't think in election cycles or headlines or polling. You think in seasons. You think in generations. In what you leave behind to those who come after you. And that's why, here on the farm, I am now launching Restore Britain as a national political party. I'm now going to dedicate my life to finding, organising, funding, and providing hundreds of qualified candidates to present to the British people at the next general election. This process has already started, with invitations being issued to patriots in aligned political parties, Reform, the Conservatives, the SDP, Advance, and more. In local politics, we will work in partnership with localised political parties, such as Great Yarmouth First, that have the best interests of their residents at heart, combining our forces at the next general election. The men and women standing for Restore in that election will not be politicians. I promise you that. They will not be failed ministers. They will not be tainted by failures of the past. They will be from business, from the military, from science, from medicine, from education, from industry, representing real communities up and down the country.
Okay, that right there, I'll just pause for a second. That's a great idea, Yeah. Reach out to people who are successful in the world, who have names out there, who have reputations and experience, and lean on them,
And skin in the game. People who actually need to restore Britain for their livelihood to continue.
Yeah, and I mean, he's speaking here on his farm. It's a genuine business that he's running. So even when he is talking about these issues, like finding labor, and he gets to more of it. So let me just let him speak. Honestly, it's very genuine as he stands in his farm here with the fields in the backdrop, to understand where he's coming from. This is personal experience. Just think of Jeremy Clarkson and his farm. If you guys have ever seen that show, if you haven't, go check it out. It's hysterical, but it's also frustrating. But anyway, let's get on with this. This is great. I want more. This is what I want. It gets better and better and better from here.
Every single one will be from well outside the existing political establishment, and every single one will understand the difficult decisions that need to be taken, because there are no easy fixes. I'm not going to tell you comforting lies about the condition of our country. I have only ever been honest with the British people, and I will be straight with you now. What is necessary will be incredibly painful, but for the first time in a very long time, voters will have a genuine alternative which is truthful with them about the scale of what now has to be done. The first priority.
Okay, that right there, Doc, is gold.
Yes.
Nobody ever comes out and says, hey, man, what's about to happen is going to suck for a little while. It's going to be hard, but, man, we need to do it. Nobody ever comes out and says that. They just say, we're going to give you more money. We're going to give you more of this and lower taxes and, yada, 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 fairies and rainbows, right?
Yeah, Trump's even a little guilty of this. He could have used a message like this at the very beginning of this year and saying, listen, we hear you on the economy. We hear you on accountability. These things take time. It's going to be hard. It's going to be tough. But he didn't. Yeah. He went with the golden age message and people weren't buying. It's why he's suffering in the polls here. But this message speaks to the reality of what Britain is facing day in and day out. And I think that's important for people to feel like the politician they're going to vote for is speaking actual truth to their life.
Yeah. And the people that I'm hearing from the UK in the short amount of time that, this has been commented on are pretty ecstatic about what they're hearing in this. I mean, to the moon and back. This is something that just hasn't had, it's a revolution. This is new in politics right here. If this succeeds, it's a brand new experiment in politics that I guarantee will succeed beyond anyone's wildest expectation. But let's continue.
Priority is to control who comes to our country, and more importantly, who stays in our country. Restore Britain will not just stop mass immigration, we will reverse it. Every single illegal migrant will be securely detained and then deported. The message will be unrelenting. If you are in this country without our permission, you will be removed. For the foreseeable future, far more people must leave Britain than arrive. If a foreign national is unable to speak English, lives in social housing, claims benefits, refuses to work, fails to integrate, commits crime, or even actively hates our way of life and wishes to do us harm, then they must leave or be made to leave. Restore Britain will make our community
Be made to leave.
That's big. Nobody's been saying that in all of Europe, anywhere up and down. Even Nigel Farage has softened his language. This is what the people of Britain have wanted to hear. That's why I think people are so excited, because they want their country to be England, not Mozambique or wherever, Mogadishu or one of these many other places in North Africa that are just terrible.
Yeah. And it's really what Trump is doing. They're seeing this happening successfully in so many different cities across the country. Yeah, Minnesota pushed back, but most other cities were happy to have ICE there and complied with them to a large degree, you know? So it's being done. They see it can work. It can happen. America is doing it. So let's go ahead and just kickstart a new, force in government that can do this. And we'll get to how successful they, after, this wraps up. And again, it goes on for a little longer, folks, but it is gold. I just have to play this whole thing for you guys.
communities safe again for women and children. That I promise you. If that means millions go, then millions go. We're constantly told that the economy needs vast swathes of low-skilled migrants. We know that's simply not true. What we need is to get millions of healthy Brits back into work, a radical overhaul of how welfare is delivered, protecting those in genuine need, but not funding healthy shirkers to live off the back of hard-working men and women. If you can work, you must work. It really is that simple. Restore Britain will be abundantly clear. If you consistently refuse work, then you will lose your benefits. We will punish indolence, and more importantly, we will reward success. We will provide vast economic incentives for men and women to start businesses, generate opportunities, build wealth, and create self-sufficient families. Standing here today on the farm, I know exactly what it means to deal with energy bills, labour shortages, regulation, unproductive paperwork, planning restrictions, tax, and endless uncertainty. The state has definitively become the enemy of the people.
Whoa.
That just strikes at the heart at what's killing Britain's economy too. Just the overregulation, the overtax burden. So impressive. So impressive.
The state has actively become the enemy of the people. Yeah. Oh, Sir Keir Starmer, are you listening?
I hope he's
shaking in his boots.
I bet you he is. I bet you they're terrified.
Will burn away suffocating taxes on work and enterprise. We will slash unnecessary regulation. We will dismantle bloated quangos and the overbearing HR culture. We must crush parasitic Britain.
Oh my God.
We will restore long-term, stable, logical policy so that businesses can plan and invest and grow again. But Restore Britain is about much more than numbers on a spreadsheet. It's about who we are as a nation and who we are as a people. Britain is not just an economy. Britain is not just an idea. Britain is not just a passport. Britain is a nation. Britain is a
Oh my God, I just got to pause again right there. Britain is not just a passport.
Yep.
You know, I've seen so many interviews on the streets with, the newcomers to England, and they say, well, are you British? And they say, well, yeah, I got a passport. Oh, but it's not a passport. It's so much more than that. You know?
Yep.
I've said it so many times that each of these cultures in Europe has its place in the world. And they can't just be gobbled up and turned into one. Anyway, let's keep listening. So we're getting there, folks.
Is a people, our people. And Restore Britain will never allow that to be erased. We will celebrate our Christian heritage and the identity that built and shaped this country. Responsibility, restraint, forgiveness, duty, and fairness. In short, a high-trust society. That will mean defending our culture. That will mean resisting the relentless creep of radical Islam. That will mean banning the burqa.
He's saying it.
Sharia law. Blocking cousin marriages.
Oh my God.
Reimposing our Christian-based rule of law. A Restore Britain government would legislate to ensure that no halal or kosher slaughter on British soil. This is Britain, and we will do things our way. This political party now exists for one reason: to restore Britain, to make it a better, safer, and more prosperous place for British men and women to raise their families. It will be difficult, and it will be painful. But I assure you, it is possible. I hope you will consider joining me on this journey and becoming a member of the party. It is our country. It is now our collective responsibility to act. Together, we will restore Britain. Thank you.
Oh my God. Goosebumps.
Yep. It was very good. He definitely he has his fingers on the pulse for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's saying things there that he could get arrested for this video.
Unfortunately, that is true. That is true.
Like I'm guaranteeing there are people right now in closed rooms that are talking about whether or not they can just arrest him for this before this little party of his becomes too powerful.
It wouldn't shock me. They've arrested somebody in Germany, the AfD party leader.
Mm-hmm.
They chased that one girl out of Germany. France has arrested party leaders. I mean, it wouldn't shock me if there are some people behind closed doors absolutely planning something or thinking about doing something in that realm. I think it would backfire horribly, though, if they did.
I think it would, too. But, the videos where I saw cops rounding up people from their homes at 4 a.m, coming in the middle of the night, because they said, wow, the Palestinian flags in my neighborhood are a bit much, don't you think? And someone got offended by that. So poof, off you go to jail.
Yeah.
At 4 a.m, And that's what they did in the Soviet, empire. They did it in Nazi Germany. They did it in China. They come for you at 4 a.m. And, hey, guess what? In England, for now at least, you'll probably be back the next day. You know what I mean?
For now, yeah.
For now.
Yeah.
Well, the next step is you just are gone forever.
Yep.
And don't think it can't happen. Yeah. So, Europe this isn't the first time that the Islamic religion has tried to conquer Europe. Right. It's happened many, many times. It's been this ebb and flow through history of them, pushing further and further up from the Saudi Arabia, peninsula, where, eventually, they've got Syria, they got, Turkey, and they kind of got stopped there at the Isthmus Strait, separating Europe. But now they've breached it and gone hard into the UK and France. Spain is wash your hands, man. Spain looks like it's almost one of the worst of them all. Germany is completely unsafe for, large areas there for, young girls to be out on their own at night unless they cover themselves up completely. Yeah. It's a pattern in some of these big cities. You go into the bar, you go to the clubs, you put one outfit on to walk out to your car, to get in your car, to drive over to where the club is. Then you have to take out the outer outfit and go into the club with your dress or whatever you're going to wear. but you can't wear that dress around the streets, maybe where you live, or in certain neighborhoods, because you'll have a bad day.
And then you got to watch your drink and make sure the Pakistani rape gang isn't slipping roofies in your drink on top of that.
Mm-hmm.
That was a story that just came out. A streamer caught a bunch of them doing that and exposed their little trick that they do. The one guy causes a scene and distracts everybody, and then he goes and slips roofies in the girls' drinks. And then when they're leaving all messed up, they try to cajole them and take them into cabs and dark alleys and such. So yeah, the people that they've imported into England and Spain and the rest of Europe, they're people who want to destroy Western culture, especially young white girls.
Yeah. Well, it's okay. There's several parts to it, but one is, of course, the expansion and takeover of the Muslim religion. They look at these as opportunities to go and start populating in, say, England, and look what they've done. I mean, they control London for the most part. As I said before, London will probably never have a non-Muslim mayor again. And have you seen who the Reform Party has put up? Christine Cunningham is her last name. Layla Cunningham, maybe it is her name. Have you seen any clips of her?
No, I haven't. No, I haven't. No.
She's really impressive. She's very impressive. Lovely lady. And so smart as a tack, but she's also Muslim. So it's like, even Reform is putting up a Muslim, person. I said it before, I'll say it again. It will never have a non. And I could say the same for New York, too, depending on how Mamdani goes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Could be a good chance there as well. So, trying to think how I got on that track. It's a way for them to come in and sort of take over. Now, they see people who aren't part of their religion as lesser. They don't have the same rights. They're there to be converted or to pay the jizya tax, where you give up, 10% of your income or whatever you make to the local mosque, and then you're allowed to live in society. Of course, you're not on equal footing, and you still have to pay this excessive tax that no one else does. But hey, at least you're allowed to live there. But that's the point, is to subjugate you and break you down until eventually you might not convert, but your kids will, or whatever. And that's happened all the way across North Africa, all across the Middle East, into Central Africa.
It's happening in Nigeria as well right now.
Nigeria, yeah, exactly. It just spreads and spreads and spreads. And hey, man, if you think that's the divine religion, then you think that's a great thing. If you disagree with it as the divine religion, then it's a little, phobic. It's a little bit concerning.
Yeah, that's why Rupert Lowe is such a scary figure to the people in power, because they're relying on that Muslim vote to maintain the socialist control of Europe. That Muslim voting bloc has aligned with the socialists to gain its foothold, and they kind of rely on each other for voting.
And it's crazy how there's this left wing alliance with the most conservative voting bloc you'll ever find anywhere on the planet, basically.
It is. It's such a weird thing. It is.
You know what I mean? Like, you'll never find a more conservative voting bloc in the world, on the planet, anywhere than the Muslim community. It just is going to be. It is. If you try to trans their kids, you're going to have a bad, bad day.
Yeah. I mean, there's been confrontations at some various protests. The pro-Palestinian protests have had Muslims having confrontations with the leftists, especially from the trans community. And that's been a wide, they've had to keep those groups separate at protests for many, many years. So I don't know how the left thinks it's going to play out for them. The guy in Spain, the guy in Spain is making a bunch of North African citizens to vote for him so he can keep power over there, because they have a right wing movement trying to take power. It's crazy.
So let's see. Britain's wealthiest man, Sir Jim Ratcliffe, came out this week and made some statements that kind of were the preceding fire to this whole Revive Britain campaign, right?
Yeah.
And okay, so this is the guy that owns the Manchester United soccer team, or they call it football for footy ball or something. But yeah, we call it soccer, of course. Manchester United, though, very big team. This guy's worth $18 billion. Here's what he had to say.
At the moment, I don't think the economy's in a good. You can't afford. You can't have an economy with 9 million people on benefits and huge levels of immigrants coming in. I mean, the UK's being colonised. It's costing too much money. It will cause. It'll cause. Well, yeah. The UK's being colonised by immigrants, really, isn't it? I mean, the population of the UK was 58 million in 2020. Now it's 70 million. That's 12 million people.
You met recently with Nigel Farage, didn't you?
I did.
Do you think that they would be a kind of a good government if they were to win the next election?
I think Nigel is an intelligent man, and I think he's got good intentions, but in a way you could say exactly the same about Keir when Keir came in.
And that's the rub right there, you know?
Yeah. Well, that's why Rupert Lowe, I think if Nigel would have came out hard against immigration, I think Rupert wouldn't have had a room to come in. But the reform just they kept softening and kept softening and kept softening on immigration, and the people of England are not having it. They're like, no, we're done with this. These people got to go, and I think they're right. You can't let these people take over and colonize your country. You can't let it happen. That's why I'm fine with people being deported here that came in under Biden. All of them got to go that came in under Biden because they were invited here as colonizers.
Exactly. It's just not healthy for the country. It doesn't work in the long run. And people will say, oh, but diversity is our strength. Well, what do you mean diversity is our strength? Why? Your culture, your traditions, that's your strength. Your country is your strength. Your unity is your strength.
Exactly.
Becoming a monotonous glob of a society that's just, no different from anything else on the planet. It's just all meld together. You've now become a Borg, the Borg.
Not interested in being part of the Borg. No, I'm good with that.
Yeah. The Borg was very prophetic, man. It just typifies what you see on the hard left so hard. There's only one acceptable thought pattern, and that's it. And, everyone's just fighting like crazy for that New World Order,
Yeah, well, I think these Epstein files have put a big old crack in the side of that New World Order, though. I think there's a great opportunity on the horizon for us. We just have to get through this very difficult period, but I think there's great opportunity in it.
And how exactly, how does the Epstein files play into it in your vision?
Well, currently we have 4 different countries starting their own investigations based on the files. We've had top figures all over the countries in Europe resigning and leaving their posts, getting kicked out of their companies. We've had professors here in the United States, more quietly so, have to leave their positions. But I think what it does, it's pulled the mask off of how the world liberal monetary order kept control over things all these years. This kind of gray black market where they do money laundering and sex trafficking and all these terrible things that underpin their control mechanisms. And now that's been exposed. Now we have radical transparency and AI tools to help people actually go through the material and create databases. In fact, I shared a database called the Jmail files, which is somebody took all of the Epstein files and emails and put them in a AI system, and now they're searchable, and they've created a database, like a Wikipedia style database of everybody and all of their connections and all of their connections to this monetary order. And it's there as a resource for people to reference. So you have these tools and this information that comes out of this on how the world works. Now people can start dismantling these essentially evil structures that have kept this power structure in place. And I think that's a huge part we didn't have before, is an idea of how it really works and where to attack and what weaknesses it has.
and how creepy it all is. You know how like so these are some of the people that just deserve absolutely no power whatsoever. Like the last person you'd pick to like lead a free people. In many cases, it's just horribly yucky people doing horrible things.
Yeah, yeah. And if
You know,
for those of you out in Radio Land, if you haven't looked into any of it yet, do so. It's important because pick whatever topic that you're interested in and just go to the website and see if that topic is in the files, and you will be utterly shocked. There are so many crazy things that these people were connected to for money purposes mostly, but it's insane how they had their fingers and their tentacles in almost everything that we know as culture over the last 35 years.
Yep. Yeah, it's coming. So let's see here. Let's dive into this a little bit. The $1 billion movie in one prompt, right? AI disruption. Yeah, the font on this thing keeps flipping as I load the page, so it's like it switched fonts like 4 times as I'm trying to read this.
Uh-oh, AI's trying to prevent you from giving away its secrets.
$1 billion movie in one prompt. AI disruption crosshairs hone in on Hollywood studios. So we've got C-Dance 2.0, Kling 3.0, Sora 2, VO 3.1 are different clips that just basically you put in, they're AI machines, you put in a prompt and you'll get back whatever scene you want. And Hollywood's pissed because they're like, dude, this thing's preloaded with like all of Disney's content. You know, like I can just walk in here and make anything I want. They're making Breaking Bad scenes in here that are just like as realistic as anything you'd see ever. You know,
Yeah.
it's hard to tell.
Yeah, and they're a Chinese company, so they don't really care about American IP laws. Not like anybody can sue them and stop them from doing it. So, yeah, Hollywood is freaking out a little bit over this one. A little bit.
So someone made a little clip here. I got to play for you guys. The prompt is, sum up the AI discourse in a meme. Make sure it's retarded and gets 50 likes. So here, let's listen to what this is.
We need to build more data centers. AI needs it.
To cure cancer, right?
That is a classic meme.
We're curing cancer, right?
Yeah, I don't think so. Well, maybe someday, but AI is interesting, man. It's gonna take. It looks like it's gonna take the artist jobs and the white collar jobs first, and not the blue collar jobs. That's what it looks like right now.
Yeah, there was a guy from Microsoft that just came out this week and was saying that over the next year or so, within the next 12 months, potentially, most like entry level white collar jobs will go to AI.
Yeah, it's interesting. We'll see how it plays out. IBM made a big move, a big bold move this week. They decided to ditch their AI entry program and triple their hiring of new employees. They found that for them, personally, for IBM, it just wasn't working out. It may in a couple of years for them, but I don't know. I think it's going to depend on the company, really, and the people they have there to wield it.
And of course, this is Mustafa, the man I'm quoting is Mustafa Suleyman, the CEO of Microsoft AI, right? So he's the biggest AI salesman in this category. So of course he wants every company out there to hear that and go, what? Maybe we should look into this. Microsoft AI, tell me more.
Right, exactly.
And so now his sales go through the roof, whereas IBM is like, yeah, every legal question we put to it, put up a just made up case, to justify their arguments. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You see that all the time, where it just makes up stuff. Yeah, here's a Harvard study that says that what I'm telling you is completely correct. And then you go click the link, and there's nothing there at all that even talks anything about what you're asking.
Yeah, I just had a fight with the Brave AI yesterday because there was some new DNA technology that hadn't got into its database, or news that hadn't got into its database yet, and I had to go find the article myself and give it to it before it was like, oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Oh, you're talking about that story. Oh, that Haiti. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you meant Haiti, Louisiana.
Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah. So I still
So-
think it has a ways to go, but I do think though that the movie thing
Mhm.
is serious. I think that is a real
Yeah.
serious area where these AI content creation could really take over for entertainment in a really serious way.
Yeah, I saw a clip the other morning of Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise on a roof, like doing this battle scene, fighting each other. And they were, making comments about how, no, you stole the AI, or you stole the, it's something along those lines. But they're up there fighting, and it looked as real as you'd need it to,
Yeah, exactly.
And like, hey, why, just pay the guy the rights for their images, right? And just like have Tom Cruise be the only actor that does, action movies from now on, and he just sits on his beach and gets bills, gets paid for it, kind of thing.
Yeah, well, I think Bruce Willis sold his likeness, his family and him. They sold his likeness in perpetuity to his studio. So
Wow.
we're going to see Bruce Willis in AI movies.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Data Hard, Die Hard 4, at 19, it's him fending off the data center in Utah.
Yep. I'll watch it. I love those movies. I love the Die Hard movies.
Sounds good. Yeah, I'd watch it. Let's go see it, kids.
Yeah.
Like nobody thinks about what they're doing to, their failure. It's like the music thing. The music is so horrible. I understand that it can make really good music, but man, what it's doing to actual musicians is just a crime unto itself. They're toast. I mean, if you've got a band and you're out there, you're done. Like what future do you have in music?
I think live performances become the main avenue for real music, because AI will never replace live music. Never.
Well, I remember a certain hip hop star coming out in holograph form.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, there's nothing that can replace the feeling of being in a crowd with other people while someone's playing a guitar solo and the lights are doing their thing, and there's something that is so visceral and real about that is totally at the core of human soul. I don't think that will ever go away. What I think it does is means that only elite musicians ever really become famous. Everybody else will be like a garage band that plays their local circuit and nobody really knows them outside of their local area.
Yeah, which would suck. I mean, but you're right. The live experience is something you just can't replace. Going to a jazz club. I used to, live in Chicago. There were jazz clubs or blues bars all over the place, and that was phenomenal. You're just walking along Friday night, and all of a sudden you hear some phenomenal music coming out of some hole in the wall, and you're like, what? You go in there, and next thing you know, it's 3 hours later, and you just listen to some of the best music you ever heard in your life, and it cost you what, $10 to get in, a couple beers.
Yeah, that's something I don't think AI can replace. It may make it so that people don't think they want that anymore. But as soon as you expose someone to it, they're like, oh, this is great. Like, I've never met a person who hasn't been to at least one concert that they enjoyed,
Yeah. Or now, will people just be covering AI music at that point, though?
That is possible. See, that is possible. I won't put that past them. I won't put that past them.
Well, you have to think about this, too. It will also cut out the companies like ASCAP and BMI, who regulate the music.
Yeah, there is some serious.
So when we do that,
issues,
the costs for going to the concerts and things like that, and hearing the music, will be a lot cheaper.
Yep.
And on that note, let's go to break, folks. This is the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show. We'll be right back after these messages.
All right. We're on radio break. Roger's going bananas in the chat room. He's like, humans suck. They're unreliable.
Hey, look. I mean, that may be true.
Yeah.
Humans may be unreliable, but so are machines.
Yeah,
because we made them.
It's all in the programming,
Like, at least I'm not worried about the most humans building, Terminator-style robots and taking over the entire planet.
Mm-hmm.
But
Only Elon Musk. That's the only one I have to worry about.
well, now I think that those brain chips could serve a purpose. If you're serving a life sentence, having a brain chip in your head.
I'm all for it.
There you go.
When I hit like 80, like when I'm at that end of life, I'm gonna give it a try. I'm gonna be like, you guys are on the 3rd generation. I'm in. Let's do it.
Yeah, I think it'd be for people like my father who has Alzheimer's and can't recognize. Stuff like that might be able to bring some clarity, within minimum. I don't know.
There's lots of opportunity for stuff.
It does propose some options.
Exactly.
That's all I'll say. But I don't want to see someone like my father, eating his fingers like the monkeys did.
No, we don't want that.
Yeah.
That's why you do it on monkeys first, though, and then you wait for the human trials to go through, and then you wait for the next generation after that before you get the commercial grade that's relatively reliable.
Roger's going, when the apocalypse comes, it'll create opportunities for real men. Like, okay, yep.
It will. Yeah, that's true of every time it happens. Absolutely.
Yeah, monkeys. In the test, when they were originally doing the test with the brain chips and that, there was a thing where the monkeys ate their fingers. Yep, it's quite well known.
Yeah, the monkeys
Roger
did
was
not
asking
fare
about
well.
that.
Yeah. Neither did the space monkeys, though, and I'm okay with that. Like, it's one of those things that, like, it's such a huge technological advance. I'm okay with it.
I'm going to ask him if they're... Well, I'll just ask him. Roger, are you okay if they eat your fingers? How will you type? Anyways.
It is pretty interesting living in the future.
You're having a really good show tonight, John. I'm just letting you know. I'm really into it tonight. Yeah.
I'm just leaning on my co-host. It's so hard. It's hard to.
So hard to do that,
Yeah.
Yeah.
My co-host is just a man. I'd be nowhere without him.
I doubt that heavily. I think you do just fine without me on board.
Come
but
on.
I appreciate that.
You should see when Barry's not around. Anyways, we get by. We do really good.
Mm-hmm.
Even if John has to do a 2-hour monologue.
That does happen occasionally.
Like last week, I did
And
a
in
2-hour
the
monologue
news.
last week. That was brutal.
Well,
I
mean,
wish
you
I
only
would have
did.
known I was going.
You did 25 minutes, and the rest.
Was with Willie.
James came in. We couldn't get a hold of Willie, but James.
Yeah, and James is kind of an idiot. I actually like Willie a hell of a lot more.
Yeah. Roger's asking Barry who. I'm like, the bullhorn dude. Yeah. Anyways, you're under 30 seconds. We'll be coming up on the countdown shortly.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
And look out, here it is.
Are you
3,
sure? Are you sure?
2,
What?
1, and you're live and on the radio side right now.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show, Sunday night edition for Sunday, February 15th, 2026. With me tonight on the mic, I've got Doc in the house. What's going on, Doc?
Not too much. Lots of action, lots of news. So let's jump into it. What do we got next?
Well, here's a chart that I find crazy, okay? Geiger Capital put this out. Most Americans still don't fully understand what happened under Biden, ... 8% of Nicaragua entered the U.S. in 4 years. Okay, that's 8% of the entire country came here in 4 years. 7% of Cuba, 6% of Haiti, 5% of Honduras, and above 3% also for Guatemala and Venezuela.
That's crazy. That's a lot of people.
These are big countries. 8% of Nicaragua left the country and came to the United States in a 4-year period.
How do you let this, like, how do you let this happen? I don't understand how anybody thought that this was going to be a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
They had to know
Doc,
it was bad.
Doc, you know, the thing is, too, is as Trump said many, many times, they're not sending the best, you know. They're not sending the best. The worst of the worst. If I was running Nicaragua at the time, I would have opened every jail cell and I'd have put everybody on a Greyhound bus north with giving me $1,000 cash and said, don't come back.
Many of them did. Many of those countries down south did. They, was a common practice for many years to ship their prisoners north.
Tren de Agua, we talk a lot about them. They are a Venezuelan prison gang. Okay? The whole prison gang got sent to America.
Yeah.
Think about that. It's a prison gang, folks. It's not a street gang. It's a prison gang. And yet they're all over here.
Yeah. And you got Haiti. They have one of the just worst things going on down there as far as they have no running water. They're fighting gang warfare. The people that they brought in from Haiti, I guarantee you, are some of the same types of. The gangs might not be as big, but I guarantee you, the same type of level of violence as the Tren de Agua as well. We saw that with Ohio.
Yeah, the sophistication. You know, they're just violent down there. That's a very dangerous place.
Yeah.
You know, Jimmy Kimmel went there and swam in the bay and said it was beautiful.
Yeah, with the big wall and all the protected guards. Yeah.
I'd bet you $50 he came home with pink eye, though.
Probably. But not for the reason you think, folks. Just
because of the shoddy toilet paper down there. Anyway, as we do in this segment, the short segment of the show tonight, we only have 10 minutes in this round, so I like to cover a couple fun stories, or just interesting stories. The Winter Olympics are going on. NBC has apologized and deleted a portion of its coverage of the 2026 Winter Olympic Games in Italy, in which a transgender Swedish skier was misgendered. Okay, so this gets a little interesting here. Swedish skier Ellis Luddingholm, who was born a woman but now claims to be a man, yet who was still competing in the women's category, was called a female during NBC's coverage of the freestyle division, okay, of the women's moguls. And I'm reading from Breitbart News here, by the way. I don't know. You want to take this one, Doc?
So let me make sure I got this correct. It is a woman who claims to be a man.
No. It's a man. Born a woman, now it's a man.
Okay, this is just confusing. We should just make a whole new category for shims. Shims. You all compete in the same.
We need whiteboards and radio. We need to invent a way to have whiteboards and radio so I can really explain this to all the readers. But yeah, as a woman, born as a woman, became a man, but Olympic rules force her to compete as a woman. So she couldn't go into the men's division and just dominate it. So she had to compete as a woman and came in like 25th.
Oh yeah, I don't. This is such silly stuff. It's so silly. I can't wait until all of this is gone.
I know, it's crazy, and you know, I just had to bring it up because it's such a crazy story that shows how far gone the world is at this point.
Clown
Right.
world for sure. It's clown
Yeah.
world for sure.
So let's go into that. Gene Simmons from the rock band Kiss, founding member of Kiss, obviously a rock legend, and he was talking about the Rock and Roll of Fame. He said, quote, the fact that, for instance, Iron Maiden is not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame when they can sell out stadiums and Grandmaster Flash is, right? Ice Cube and I had a back and forth about this. He's a brilliant guy, and I respect what he's done. It's not my music. I don't come from the ghetto. It doesn't speak my language. And as I said many times, hip hop does not belong in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, nor does opera, symphonies, orchestras. How come the New York Philharmonic doesn't get in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Because it's called the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So Gene Simmons, 76 years old, rock veteran, going out there and saying, look, man, it's the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Why are we putting Grandmaster Flash in there?
I have to agree with him.
Rock and roll.
I have to agree. I have to. I mean, even as a hip hop fan, I have to agree. Like, create a rap Hall of Fame or a hip hop Hall of Fame and put people in that. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is for rock and roll. Like, it seems pretty simple, but of course, these days, just like the skier, they have to make everything complicated.
Yeah, I mean, you can get into some the crossover stuff. There was, of course, we mentioned before the show, we were talking about this a little bit, the Run DMC and Aerosmith, version of Walk This Way. Classic. If you guys don't know that song, you got to go listen to it. It'll blow your mind. If you never knew that existed, you'll be like, what is this? But it was good, man. When that came out, it was like phenomenal. It was number one on the hits for a month or two.
Yeah. And then we also talked about the Beastie Boys transitioning from a punk band into more of a rap, hip-hop kind of futuristic kind of thing that they did. I mean, there are outliers, of course, and you can, bring those up for debate, but they're Grandmaster Funk or Flash or whichever one of the Grandmasters it was, is not a Rock and Roll Hall of Fame candidate. There's no rock and roll there at all. It's pure hip hop rap. There's nothing there that says this is rock and roll. It's such a weird thing to me that they want to do that.
I know, it really is. I mean, okay, Kid Rock, cross that fine line between hip hop and rock and roll. But at the end of the day, he's Kid Rock, Yeah. And American Bad ASS, one of his great songs, you can't tell me that's not rock and roll.
Oh, yeah, it most certainly is. It's heavily blues-influenced rock and roll. So, I mean, it's traditional rock and roll. So,
very interesting. I was watching, we got a couple minutes left. I'll just throw this out really quick. I was watching a documentary the other night about the band Boston. Now, I was a big fan of Boston back in like high school and stuff, and I had no clue the background of that band. Have you ever heard this?
No, I haven't.
Okay, Boston wasn't a band at first. It was one dude. One dude wrote the first two albums and produced and did everything on the first two albums, except for the vocals, right? He was like an engineer that worked at, Panasonic or Polaroid. He worked at Polaroid. And he just had this wicked studio in his basement. And he went down there and he'd do the drums, he'd do the bass, he'd do the, all the stuff. And then he finally realized he needed someone better on vocals. So he hired a vocalist to come in and be the voice of the band. But he sold 2 albums to Hollywood, went out, had the studio meetings and everything. And they didn't even know that was just the one guy.
That's wild. That's wild.
It's crazy, dude. It's crazy. It's like the biggest, almost scam, I want to say, that's ever been pulled out of Hollywood. Is this guy went out, made an album in his basement in Boston, and went and sold it to all the big names out there, and just he just had all his criteria that I have to do the production and everything, the sound, studio, everything has to be done by us. We just give you the finished product. And they're like, yeah, if you give us this, let's go, right?
Yeah.
So interesting story, folks. If you don't know and you love Boston, look into that. It's one of the most crazy stories to hear that. Like, it wasn't even a band. It was just one brilliant dude. So anyway, we are out of time for now. We'll be right back with more right after these messages.
I don't know what happened, but you sounded garbled towards the end there. Right at the very last few seconds.
Yeah, it cut out on you. That was
just
weird.
Just
Yeah.
the last few seconds. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can live with that.
All right. Well, we're gonna leave this one up and rolling until it crashes. All right.
Okie dokie.
Yeah.
And then I will bring up the chat with Willie and
A new one?
yeah, the new one. After that,
And you'll have Willie in there? Cool.
I hope we have Willie. You know, I haven't
Hopefully.
heard from him.
Huh.
Yeah. You know, there's you never know with Willie. But
This is
he's
true.
usually he's usually, you know, right on cue. But even if he asks for a link. Like, really.
That's funny.
Larry is over on Facebook. He's like all into this too.
Larry, man,
Yeah,
nice to
you
meet
know
you.
Larry?
It's good to have you on Facebook there.
Yeah.
And I have no idea.
Yep. And so was Linda Porter. Linda Porter was over there too. I think she's still in there listening to us. Linda, yeah,
What about
that's
Cecilia? Oh.
that's one of Willie's fans. Linda.
Mm-hmm.
And
Well, Willie does
we
bring
got
him to
folks
the
all
yard.
over tonight. Yeah, he gets around, don't he?
Yeah. Telling you, you put your CB up on the billboard like he does, and you get all the ladies too. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just glad. I'd feel threatened if he was using ham radio. Right? I would be.
I don't know. That ham radio community seems a little particular.
At times, but James could probably do it for Willie.
Yeah. I heard there was a bunch of people making a hullabaloo about people using the frequencies. I don't know how it works, so I know there's licenses and handles and things
Yeah.
you're supposed to do. And a bunch of people were using it for emergencies for the Helene thing down in the Appalachians, and there was a big hullabaloo on the Twitter, like ham radio people. They were going at it over like people being mad about using it for emergencies, and other people being like, "What are you talking about? People were dying. We were just using the
Right.
radio. It was intended
That's what it's for.
Yeah, it was really
that's
weird.
Yeah. In fact, that's why they advertise for it. I usually have a clip that plays in, like a public service announcement in shows about ham radio. Yeah, when the hurricanes hit, who was there? Ham radio.
Yep.
When this disaster struck, ham radio. Yeah. And guess what? We're going to take our time and we're going to head over to the next one. So stick around, folks. Got more to come of Censorship Sucks. Hour 2 will be coming up very shortly.
Hey.
Yep. I don't see Doc in this. Oh, wrong one. Let me see if I can get a. No,
Oh, waiting in the
there
lobby.
he is. Waiting on the Doc.
There we go.
Still trying to call Willie.
Do not try. Do.
Lean out the window and you holler for him. Willie!
Get your Dixie cup and in your long string, buddy.
That's right. That's right.
Yep. Still waiting on him. Oh yeah.
There he is. Although he's
Hey.
muted.
Hey.
There you go.
What up, Willie?
Hey, man, look at him.
Look at where.
No, you looky here.
Look at him now. Look at him now.
All right, Willie. Kiss, the co-founder of Gene Simmons, says that you do not put rap in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. What do you say?
Rap does not belong in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Correct.
All right.
Correct.
But what is define rap? You see, you've got hip hop, which is some rap. But if you think about it, some of the other stuff, like way back when, Beastie Boys, you know, that could be considered rap, but you know, it's really kind of not.
Sure is.
You almost listened to the show tonight, didn't you?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
You know what just came into mind too is the Bloodhound Gang. You guys know them?
Yep.
They
fall into that
What would you consider Faith No More?
I would consider that rock and roll.
Sounds like a religious group.
Yeah. Well, no, it's a band, but you know.
Because they use guitar and drums, I would call them rock and roll.
I don't know.
Hey, Doc 69.
I don't know.
What's up, Willie?
Hey, what kind of doctor are you?
A doctor of cannabis.
I'm sorry, somebody interrupted you. What?
A doctor of cannabis.
Okay.
No, actually, I got it as a nickname in high school, long time ago.
Yeah, you know, that sounded to me like you more like a Dr. Hook.
Sometimes you gotta watch out.
Yeah. You ain't nothing till you get your picture on the cover of the Rolling Stone.
Gotta find my picture on the cover. Gotta buy
Really,
5 copies for my mother.
Here's a good story you might want to bring up if you've got room in it. Is that the Olympic athletes ran through all the condoms they supplied to them for the whole Olympics? They're already gone in 3 days.
I think they should ban the condoms from the Olympics. We need more pregnant Olympians, not less.
Or did you see the Canadian guy? He was touching the curling ball or whatever and said he didn't do it. He was cheating.
I don't think you can talk about that on the radio. I don't think you're allowed to talk about touching the ball on the radio.
It's a puck. It's not a ball.
Oh, okay.
He was touching the balls of the other team or his own team or something.
Something like that.
It's like the granite. It's what do they call those things?
I don't know. Are they? Is it a puck? Do they call it a
curling? Puck? I don't know. It kind of is a puck, though. I kind of want to call it a puck.
Yeah, in hockey, it's a puck.
Yeah. I'd say anything that slides on ice, I'd just call it a puck.
Unless it's skates.
But
skates slide on ice, too, though. And if you're not careful, your car will slide on ice, right?
What about shuffleboards? what do they call those things that you push down the shuffleboard, you know?
I don't know.
I think that's a puck, but anyways, 30 seconds, fellas.
No, I got time. This is my time. Don't you think with my time?
Flat Earth!
Flat Earth!
Flat Earth! Roger has a big question mark. To impregnate Olympian women. Okay, anyways, here's your countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you're live and on the radio side right now.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Hour 2 of the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show, Sunday night edition for February 15th, 2026. We got Doc in the house. What's up, Doc?
Howdy, howdy, folks. Not too much.
Howdy, howdy. Excellent. You excited about the Winter Olympics?
I didn't even realize they were going on until we talked about it today.
Yeah, I'm not real excited about it either. You know what they're excited about, though?
What's that?
They ran through the entire supply of condoms in 3 days.
Well, they're having some fun over there, aren't they?
Yeah, you know. Hey, it was Valentine's Day, so to be fair. And they're all young, good-looking people, and, from all over the world. It's time, honestly, these Olympics seem like they're just giant orgies behind the scene. I hate to say it.
It does seem that way, doesn't it? It does seem that way. I think they should cut off their condom supply permanently. I think we need more Olympians to get pregnant.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Super soldiers.
Now, we got somebody here trying to get in the room. Willie, are you there? Willie?
Yeah. Hey, man, how y'all doing tonight? Come on.
Doing good,
Good,
Willie. How
man.
about
I'm
yourself?
excited about the Olympics.
Yeah, hey, I don't know nothing about them Olympics, man. I seen where one guy was cheating. In Canada, he was touching the ball or something or another, and they had to. Hey, why? That's what I want to know. Why is that even a sport? That curling, man. It takes 3 or 4 of them to push this thing down some ice, and some guys in front of it sweeping, man. Hey, that's some crazy stuff there. Hey, here's what ought to be a sport. Hey, y'all might not know. Hey, first off, man. Hey, let me introduce myself. My name is Willie Lee. I run Willie's Worm Farm down in Waldo, Florida, and Willie's Cricket Emporium up in Sandy Run, South Carolina. I sell worm hot dogs and pea jugs too. Hi, look at him. Hey, but and I want to be real nice too, man. Hey, I gotta say hello to Doc69 and to Mark Wojciechowicz. And how y'all doing tonight? Come on.
Doing good, sir.
Yeah, going all right here.
I was hoping that David Hogg and that Yotivation Nation would be here tonight, man. Hey, but no, I'm sidetracking myself. Hey, you know what ought to be an Olympic sport, man? Hey, down there in Florida, they are catching iguanas, man. Hey, iguanas, they're an invasive species down there in Florida, and they're literally, they're falling out of the trees because it's so cold, man. People walking around.
Well, Willie, that brings up a great question. Is that a summer event or a winter event?
Yeah, no. Hey, a winter. It got to be a winter event, man. A winter event.
But it's iguanas. How do you plan for that? It's. Well, I think it's a summer event. I don't know, man. It's hard to say. Doc, what do you think? Winter or summer?
Oh, it's got to be winter. It's got because you got to freeze them before you can throw them and catch them. You got to freeze them first.
Yeah. Hey, they call them chicken of the trees, man. Hey, this ain't no lie. People walking around, man. This one guy had him a whole full pickup truck bed full of these iguanas, man. And they're taking them they're making iguana chilies and iguana tacos and iguana pizzas and hey, they got grocery stores that's selling iguana, man. Hey, and that's what I'm doing too, man. Hey, I'm making iguana kebabs.
Hey, Willie, I hate to cut in, but
yeah, no, you don't. You like interrupting me.
But
you about aggravating
I just have a question. I have a question for you.
No, hold on a minute. You like one of these dogs I got running around here, man. Hey, I'm sitting there trying to mind my own business, and I got this dog walking around me on my bladder. He'll sit there and do circles on my bladder. Maybe I have to go to the bathroom. What do you want, Mark?
How do you cook a naked iguana?
Yeah, you gotta strip him, man. You gotta skin him.
It's true. You do have to skin it first.
Okay, I don't want people to get the impression on the radio side that you're just talking about naked iguanas and that. You're going to cook them.
All right. No, iguana kind of tastes like chicken, doesn't it?
Yeah, man.
The skin's the best part of the chicken, though, right?
No, hey, no, I don't know. Iguana, man, that stuff is tough. They got scales and stuff, man. It's like, whenever you cook a snake up, you gotta cut the scales off of it, or like a carp or a
Well, that's a
gar.
really good
Hey,
point. Yeah. Now that
yeah,
you mention
yeah.
it,
You
I
can
can't
make
never
belts
recall
out of
cooking
it.
a snake without descaling it first.
Yeah, you
Hey,
take the, make
that's
a
a good
belt.
idea, right? That's a good idea right there. Make iguana belts, man. Hey, look at here. Hey, you got ideas too there, Doc 69. Hey, but look at here.
Sometimes
I'm gonna need. Hey, what I need, Doc 69, is some cash infusion, man. Hey, so I can make little
you and me
labels and
both.
stuff. Yeah, no, hey, you got the money. Come on, man. Look at here.
Have you seen the markets lately? No.
Yeah. Hey, I seen. Hey, they got a stock. It's called AMC, man. 5 years ago, that thing was $70, and now it's down to $1.50. The stock market has crashed. Hey, but they claiming it's done gone up, and the Dow is going up, man. Hey, I got a lot of money in the stock market. That's why I'm poor. I lose all my
Well,
money
Mark,
in the stock market,
AMC.
man.
I'm sorry, Willie. AMC. That's the movie chain, right?
Yeah. Hey, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell y'all something else too, man. Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all why the movie chains are down so much is because
Exactly.
popcorn
I
is
mean, Hollywood,
pop. Yeah,
AI, just horrible movies. You name it.
yeah. No, hey, you pay like $25 for a bucket of popcorn. It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
You know, no,
Yeah.
they want $10 for a cold drink. I'm telling you, and then they wonder how come people ain't going to the movie theaters anymore.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
no.
You got to bring your own candy bars and stuff. You know.
That's why you wear
Yeah.
the big jacket. And put it in the
Yeah.
pockets on the inside.
Hey,
Exactly.
well, that's another thing too, man. Maybe I ought to invest in big jackets for movie theaters, man. Hey, hey, now look at here what I want to talk about. I want to talk about Uranus, man. Hey, this is all true. Hey, Uranus, man, this is where I got wrote down what I
Please be the
want to talk
planet.
about.
Please be the planet.
Yeah,
Please,
no,
please
yeah.
be the planet.
Hey, Uranus is a giant ball of gas and liquid. Hey, Uranus has got 21 moons. Look at that. Hey, Uranus is unusual. I got it wrote down because it's tilted 96 degrees to the sun. When it's dark, you can see Uranus without the aid of a telescope, man. Hey, it's all factual, man. Factual
That
stuff.
sounds like some flexibility if you can see
Yeah,
Uranus
Yeah,
without a
I'm not
telescope.
feeling like I need to jump in and correct you. Yeah, go ahead. Keep
yeah.
going.
No, hey, I got it wrote down. This is all truthified, man. I got it verified. Hey, look at here. Hey, this is why people tune in. They get to hear the real deal, man. Hey, did you know that you would not be able to sit on Uranus because it has such low density? Uranus is really cold, but scientists think that there's a hot ocean all up underneath the clouds, man. Hey, Uranus is windy.
Sometimes.
Hey, no,
Sometimes.
this is what it says. Uranus is windy. It can blow up to 450 miles per hour. And 1 year spent on Uranus would be like 84 years on Earth. There are dark rings, and it's true, man. There are dark rings around Uranus.
There are.
You can see them. You can see the dark rings around
I
Uranus.
know a Vietnamese lady that can correct that for you.
Yeah, no, well, hey, I don't know about all that, man. Hey, but one more thing, man. It says right here. It says that how many times has Uranus been visited? Uranus has been visited, but it was only one time by a probe. Thousands of photos were taken. That was back in 1986, man. Hey, see there? That's why
Wild
people.
times in the 80s. Wild times.
I tell you, hey, that's why people tune into your show, man. They get facts that they wouldn't otherwise get facts, man. Hey, hey, Doc
All right.
69.
What's up,
I
Willie?
feel like if you didn't write that yourself, you need to credit someone for that, Willie, because that was
Yeah,
brilliant. Did you write that?
hey, look here. It's on the internet. That's all I can tell you, man. Hey, no, I had to researcherize it, man. Hey, but here, Doc 69. Hey, Doc 69. Look at here. Here's what I want to know. Hey, Yeah, man, I got some Willie's Rocket Juice, man. Oh, man, that's some strong stuff. Hey, look, hey, Doc 69. Here's what I want to know. How come the funeral home raises its prices and blames it on the cost of living? Look at hell. They need to blame it on
Because
the
the
cost
people
of.
paying for it are still living. That's why.
Yeah, well, hey, but it's the cost of dying is what it ought to be, man. The cost of dying is what it is. Hey, I got some
Don't
stuff
cost
wrote
me
down.
nothing to
Well,
die.
technically, it's really the living people that are running the funeral home that are trying to make a cost of living that is adequate to the inflation that was introduced in the Biden years.
Yeah, who's that? That don't sound like no Saul Good. Who are you?
No, that's just another. That's a friend of mine. He's hanging out over
Yeah,
here. I'm
no.
sorry, I should have. Yeah.
Yeah, hey, that Saul Good is crooked, man. He done stole Aunt Mama Lou. Oh, look at him. Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all something else too, man.
They didn't go to
Hansel.
Uranus, did they?
Yeah, hey, Uranus. Oh, look at him. Hey, I got Hansel running the farm down there, man. Hey, but you sidetracking me, man. Hey, look at him. I got it wrote down too. Hey,
It wasn't me.
yeah, no, hey, I was studying up, man, on stuff that happened on this day. On this day, way back when, in 1989, man, the Soviet Union leaves Afghanistan. And did you know that on this day, in 1642, there was something else that happened?
Something is
Hey,
always happening, Willie. Something is
yeah,
always happening.
no. This here's something y'all can appreciate though, man. Hey, you ever heard the term like it goes like show business? How does it go? The famous line: "There is no business like show business." You know who said that? I'll tell you who said that. Ethel Merman said there's no business like show business, and today is her birthday. Today, well, she dead now, but it would be her birthday if she wasn't dead.
Nice.
Hey, and that gets me too, man. I see all these people on Facebook and stuff talking about somebody that died. You know, it's like happy birthday to mama in heaven and stuff like that. Hey, somebody needs to explain that to me because I don't get it. How can you have a birthday in heaven when you're dead?
I don't know.
Well, yeah, I mean, it would just be symbolic kind of thing.
Well,
Looking down.
I'm asking this as a legitimate question, man. How come people on Facebook they go, "Happy birthday to my dead mama or daddy or grandmama or somebody in heaven"?
And I think we've both solidified the fact that we don't know. You know,
I think
to
it's
each their
because
own,
they
I
miss
guess.
them. Because they missed them, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, I get it, man. Hey, I get it. They miss them. I understand that. I just trying to understand why there would be like a happy
Willie,
birthday
leave
when
grieving
you ain't
children
alive,
alone,
man.
okay? Leave the grieving children alone, Willie.
But,
Come on. What else you got?
Hey, here's what I want to know,
The
though.
grieving
Hey,
children, leave them alone.
No. Hey, that Ethel Merman, did y'all know? Did y'all know that she was married to Ernest Borgnine, man? She was married to Ernest Borgnine, and the marriage only lasted 32 days. And she said, "I want out of it, man." Hey, there's a lot of stuff that happened in history today. Did y'all know that Socrates was sentenced to death in the city of Athens back in 399 BC?
On this date?
Yeah, on this date, man.
Wow. Well,
I did not know that it was this date. No idea.
Yeah.
That's good to know that. Now that I know that, I'll keep that in my mind forever. February 15th. February 15th.
Yeah, man. I'm telling
Where
you,
are
man.
the Ides of February? Then I take it.
The Ides.
Sure, the Ides of Feb.
Well, hey, that was y'all
Although the
confusing me
Ides
now.
would
That
be
was
yesterday because it would be 28 days in February, right? So it'd be the 14th.
Yeah. Well, technically,
Which would be Valentine's Day.
who was that said that, man?
Said what?
The Ides of March or whatever it was.
I think
Julius
that was Caesar. Yeah, that was Caesar.
Yeah,
he was killed on the Ides of March. Brutus said to him, "Beware the Ides of March."
Hey, let me ask you this. Do y'all know what Caesar's last words was? Come on.
Damn, that hurt.
Salad.
A2
Huh?
Brutus. A2 Brutus.
Oh, look at him. We got somebody smart. A2 Brutus. He said Brutus. And you too, you son of a bitch. Huh? You stabbed me too. I can't believe it. A2 Brutus. That's exactly what he said, man. Oh, look at him. Hey, that was some messed up stuff that happened, man. Hey, but otherwise, man, hey, I didn't have nobody interrupting me, and I done gone through everything I got, man. I ain't got a whole lot else going on, man.
So
Hey,
what
but
you're
I will
telling me
take.
is we need to interrupt you more. Is that what you're
Yep.
saying?
Oh.
No, no, man. Hey, look at here. Hey, but I want to tell y'all something else that's going on, man. Hey, down on the farm, man. Hey, we having these with the worm hot dog eating contests and stuff, man. Hey, I charge
so
people. Hey,
They're delicious.
Disgusting.
They're delicious.
Disgusting.
I charge people. I tell them, I said, look at here, y'all give me $20, and here's all you can eat, man. Hey, and if you can eat 500 of them, you get them for free. I give you $20 back. Hey, ain't
500
nobody.
hot dogs?
Yeah,
Are these
man.
like little beanie weenies? Like, are they hot dogs?
Oh, hey, no, these bona fide hot dogs, man. Hey, they got
500
the
hot dogs.
Well, technically they're worm dogs, but I mean,
Yeah, they're worm dogs, man. Hey, they got the rapapasadilla sauce on them and everything, man.
How do you eat 500 hot dogs? I don't even think Joey Chestnut could do that.
I know what I'm saying. Ain't nobody done it yet. How making a killing? Look at him.
Yeah, I mean if you put the limit that high, you're gonna get by. I mean, as long as you don't have any like sumo wrestlers come by or anything.
What you do is you got to have a record, and anyone can beat the record, then they get their name up there, kind of thing, right? That's how you do it.
Yeah, you put it on the plaque. Exactly.
Yeah, you put it on the board. You got a big board. Who can eat the most worm hot dogs without like actually getting a disease while you're just eating them? Getting botulism or something by the time you get 10 of them down.
Well, I mean, if they're cooked.
Yeah. Hey, they cook good, man. Well, they ain't cooked. They're smoked, is what they are.
They're worms.
They smoked worms, man. Hey,
It's worms. Earthworms.
But no. Hey, I put them in the smokehouse, man. Hey, and I let them smoke for days, man.
It's nice when
you don't even cut them up or grind them up or not. It's just big full-on worms in there. They you bite into one and you pull it right out of the casing sometimes.
Yeah, now, I cannot divulge my methodology, man, of how I do it. But there is a process to it.
It's kind of like the Coca-Cola recipe. Got to keep it secret.
Well, it's not divulging anything. It's just full-on worms inside of a skin, a casing. It's disgusting. And you cut them in half when they're not cooked, and they wiggle around. They start climbing out and going into the ground.
Well, yeah, you have to cook them first.
And you don't call it cooking, you call it processed, man.
Well, that's true.
Wow. I'll stand by the fact that I think that's vile for as long as I live, Willie. You'll never convince me to eat warm hot dogs. Doc, you too. I feel like for even entertainment session.
I don't know what you're taking.
And you and your what is it, cockroach milk?
Hey, we got plenty of cockroach milk down here on the farm too, man.
Yeah.
Hey, look at here.
Nasty.
No, hey, I got these Madagascar. Hey, y'all out there radio land, y'all Google it, man. Y'all think it's nasty, and y'all hear that man telling y'all it's nasty, but it is man. It is a delicacy, is what it is. Y'all Googleize it, man. Y'all get on the internet and y'all type in Googleize cockroach milk, and it is a delicacy. Hey, and I've been starting to raise these hissing cockroaches that they got from Madagascar, man. They come from the island of Madagascar.
Wasn't that also a movie as well with some cartoons?
Yeah, really good movie actually. Willie, we've got about 15 seconds left. Where can people find you online if they really want to go down a dark hole?
Oh no, man! Hey, y'all can find me. Hey, y'all can go to my website, man, at Willie Lee V. at gmail.com.
We're out of time,
Hey, look
folks.
at-
This
no,
is the
hey, I want to talk about
Roundtable
Bad
Radio
Bunny.
Show. We'll be
We
right
need to
back
talk
after
about
this.
Bad Bunny. Flat Earth, man. Hey,
You got it in. You got it in.
Yeah.
have y'all talked
If I
about
give you
Bad
15
Bunny yet?
seconds to plug your channel, you should probably do it in the first 5 or 10 seconds. I've said 15 seconds.
I can't be found nowhere. Hey, y'all can go to Reddit, man. Y'all can go to Reddit and type in Willie's Worm Farm.
Oh
Are
my
you
God.
banned? Are you banned from Reddit?
Not yet.
Yeah.
Not
No, I
yet.
got
I'll
an
put you on
account.
a list, but it's,
I
it's a good
got an account. I got an account warning.
Account of what?
I don't even know, man. I posted something. They didn't like it. I about banned from TikTok, man. They didn't like me posting that picture of that ICE officer kicking that dog.
Oh man, yeah. Ever since they took TikTok over, whoever took it over, it turned pretty censorious over there. I mean, it wasn't
Yeah.
great before, but it's really bad. I hear now.
It is, man. It's all. I can't even scroll through. It's all lagging and everything else.
Yeah, yeah.
You're great, Willie. We love you.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate the opportunity to be able to come on and make a jackass.
And we'll
out of my
interrupt you
damn
way
self.
more next time, buddy. We will.
I just thought we get something to talk about.
But did y'all talk about that Bad Bunny?
We didn't.
Did
you talk about him on Wednesday?
Quite a bit.
Yeah, that was a joke. Have y'all looked up the lyrics to what he was singing?
Yeah, we talked about that too. It's pretty vulgar.
Yeah.
Teacher that wants to use it.
God, do you know what, Doc? This goes out to you. What time do you think it is in New Zealand right now? Auckland, New Zealand.
It's got to be almost
No, what?
2 in the morning.
12 hours ahead?
It's 4:20 p.m.
Is it that far ahead? I didn't think it was that far ahead.
It's like 12 or 14 hours ahead.
Oh wow!
It's not that far though. I mean, it's 8:20 here. It's 4-hour difference.
Yeah. The easiest way to do it is like whatever time it is where you're at, subtract 4.
Mm-hmm. It's well, depending if you're in my time zone, but I'm 4 hours from them. But it's also really 20 hours difference. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
But at the end of the day, it's 4:20 over there. It's 8:30 here. It's 4:20 there. It's nothing. It's like almost the same time. It's like New York almost seems closer. You know? It's really weird. I looked at that just now. I was like, really? It's 4:30 in the afternoon there?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's wild.
But yeah. Anyway, Willie, as always, thanks so much, man. You're the best.
I appreciate you guys. Love you guys. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here.
Have a good one, Willie.
Hey, if you want to, you can feel free to listen in to the show. It just costs $3.50 to do so.
Yeah.
Oh, is that all?
Or a package of
you
warm hot
wanna
dogs.
Or your salary for tonight.
Are y'all like
No,
see,
$3.50. I
y'all
want him to
supposed
make a
to give
profit.
me?
I don't want to send him home empty-handed.
Oh,
No,
okay.
I got an agreement with Saul Good. It's $4.33 an episode, and he's into me for thousands by now.
See, that's the
Ain't
thing.
seen
We
nothing
charge you
like that.
50 cents, $3.50, then you walk home with 87 cents, which is still a good haul for you.
Hey, look here. Next week we need to have some Saul Good.
All right.
All right.
I'll come up with a skit. I'll come up with something.
All right. 30
I
seconds,
appreciate
guys.
you guys. Later.
Appreciate it. And Great Conspiracy
peace.
has also been restreaming us along with Roger. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Excellent.
Flat Earth.
There you go. Take care, Willie. And he's gone. Here's your countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you are back live and on the radio side right now.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Hour 2 of the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show, Sunday night edition. Oh, my Lord, so much going on. Doc, how'd you enjoy hanging out with Willie there?
Always a pleasure. He's a riot. He makes me laugh. I'm laughing all of the time through the whole half-hour segment. It's always fun to have him in here.
Yeah. Let's see. I've got my good buddy Brent Hamachek over at Just the News. He's with Human Events, but Human Events was just sucked up by Just the News, justthenews.com. The wonderful John Solomon over there just making news happen. Brent told me that if it's not on Just the News, it doesn't matter, and if it is on Just the News, it matters. So let's talk about this one. Senator Cornyn files Defeat Sharia Law in America Act, another effort led by Texas. So did you hear some of the testimonies and whatnot that went on this last week? A little deep in the weeds, you might not have.
With the
Sharia.
No, I didn't. I didn't hear about that. No.
Yeah, in the House, they did a bunch of, meetings and public hearings and whatnot about what's going on with CARE, with these different mosques down in Texas that are kind of trying to build their own communities.
Yeah.
Dearborn, Michigan, Minneapolis with the Somali community. It's something that it needs to be addressed head on. America has a freedom of a religion, right?
Right.
And this freedom of religion is like, boom, like you've got freedom of religion, period. It doesn't qualify anything. And so how do you push back on a religion that is coming here with the intentions of sort of taking over? And I think the way that they're addressing this, it seems at least, and my analysis of this is to look at it as not only a religion, Islam, but it's also it's Sharia law. It encompasses it. It's part of the religion. It is a political system as much as it is a religion, and that is demonstrated by every country. There's 57 of them, I think, that are Muslim majority that are all governed by Sharia. It's the same law, basically, depending on what sect of Islam you follow, and there are many, and they're at war with each other as much as they're at war with us. They look at each other as infidels as much as they look at Christians and Jews and Hindus and Buddhists as infidels, or atheists for that matter. And so going out, they're really trying to address this and make a way for them to sort of pass something that can sort of protect America from the expansion of this legal system coming here. You can pray whatever you want, but the minute someone posted something that says, Jews don't eat pork, but they don't tell me not to. Christians don't do this, but they don't tell me about it, right? It's like live and let live. But when it comes to, like, if I were to draw a picture of Muhammad, I can die.
Right. Yeah, that's one of those things. But that's what makes Islam incompatible with the West, in my opinion, is that they have this secondary set of essentially laws, Sharia law, built within their religious system that are intended by their prophet to supersede the laws of whatever nation they're in. They're supposed to live by these laws, and a lot of these laws put them in conflict with our laws here in the United States specifically. I don't know. Something I thought about with this is the states used to have the right to dictate a state religion or a what religious things, like, for example, Maryland, you used to have to be a Christian to run for office, for example. I wonder if there isn't something that can be done at the state level where they restrict what can be done under the name of Islam as a religion.
I think it has to come at it from the political aspect of the religion.
Right.
You know what
exactly.
I mean?
Yeah.
And be directed completely at that. Do you disavow Sharia law in all its forms? Yes or no? And if you can't say no to, I completely disavow it, then you don't qualify, right?
Or banning it,
when
for example.
When
Like
someone
this.
swears their oath on the Quran, it's different than the Bible in the fact that, this is a full political system that they're putting their hand on. And it supersedes whatever they're giving on a book.
Yeah.
You follow me? We as Christians, you look at that as you put your hand in the Bible and you're not going to lie. You're putting your hand in the Bible. You are not going to lie. That's what that means to us. But it might just mean the opposite in the fact that, hey, I'm swearing on this book. This book allows me to lie to you right now. So I'm going to lie and say, yeah, whatever. You want me to affirm the Constitution? Sure, yeah. To it and other Sharia. So it's, I have no fear.
Well, that's part of one of the many ways that they're allowed to spread Islam is through lying about Islam to trick people into allowing Islam into their country or community. That's actually prescribed in Sharia, not Sharia law, but in the stuff that came after the writing, the confirmations and all these different things that they've done. But yeah, it's part of the philosophy is to conquer by any means necessary. Anything that furthers Islam is permitted, including lying or killing or any of these things.
Yeah, and I'm forget. There's a word for it. It's on the tip of my tongue. But it's, that you're allowed to say whatever you want to anybody as long as you're not lying to someone who's of the faith.
Correct. Correct. Yeah.
Yeah. And, why not? They're infidels. They're just not part. So, and again, I just, we push back because this is going to be used as a template for Europe, who's going to have to fight this battle at a level that we can't even imagine. If Revive UK or Revive Britain comes into power, they're going to have a job. Like he said, it's going to be really hard and it's going to hurt. But,
Well, again, it's something that they're on the more of a front line than we are. We have such a huge country and so many more people within our borders than most of the European countries do. It's harder for them here. But like the thing in Texas, the reason that's being investigated, from what I understand, is because they were breaking our laws, only hiring other Muslims to do work, not allowing open bids, that kind of stuff. And so that's, like you said, I think that's where we have to attack them. We have to keep it limited and keep them within the Western idea of law. Yeah.
Anyway, let's move on a little bit. We had last year, J.D. Vance went to the Munich Security Council, right? Mm-hmm. And gave them the entire speech about how they're screwed. Right, and you're moving away from us. We share a culture. We don't necessarily share it anymore. On and on and on. Now, Marco Rubio had his chance. And let's see. This is straight from the Munich Security Conference. I want to play a little clip of him.
Many came to believe that the West's age of dominance had come to an end. And our future.
He is saying, many people believe that our nation is coming to end. They're not ready to hear what he's saying. They're not ready. He blew the place up. He gave about a 25-minute speech that just blew them up.
It was destined to be a faint and feeble echo of our past. But together, our predecessors recognized that decline was a choice, and it was a choice they refused to make. This is what we did together once before. And this is what President Trump and the United States want to do again now, together with you. And this is why we do not want our allies to be weak, because that makes us weaker. We want allies who can defend themselves so that no adversary will ever be tempted to test our collective strength. This is why we do not want our allies to be shackled by guilt and shame. We want allies who are proud of their culture and of their heritage, who understand that we are heirs to the same great and noble civilization, and who together with us are willing and able to defend it. And this is why we do not want allies to rationalize the broken status quo rather than reckon with what is necessary to fix it. For we in America have no interest in being polite and orderly caretakers of the West's managed decline.
That
Amen.
killed some people. There were people in that room that were livid.
Well, yeah, I
You
mean,
know?
it rubbing their nose in it because they are and have been hired by the banker class to manage the decline of Europe and hand over control of the world to a Chinese style system, and they don't like hearing that. They don't like being told that they're doing the wrong thing because they believe they are. They believe they're saving the world. It's pretty crazy how some of these people believe that they're avoiding a trap between China and the West, when the reality is we can learn to live on this planet together. It's doable, but you have to be willing to come from a position of strength. You have to.
In a shared pride in our mutually beneficial cultures. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's not like you go to war with somebody because they're slightly different than you and they live next door. It's because you celebrate that. It's a diversity. It's a spice to life to be able to just pop over the border and go have, a completely different experience than what you have in your own country. Just, in Europe, heck, in some countries you can drive 4 or 5 hours in any direction, north, south, east, or west, and be in a completely different world, and that's a beautiful thing. Because it's a different world, but it's the same, glue that holds us all together. That belief in freedoms and just life, man, life.
Individualism, capitalism. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So he goes on. Let me play another clip or two from him. It's just really good stuff. Oh, actually, let's not do this one. This is the entire half hour.
Don't think we want to play that one, no.
Yeah. But actually, that was the last one. Ireland is so terrified of labels and backlash, and I'm reading from my Deshish over on Twitter. Ireland is so terrified of labels and backlash that it's abandoning its own identity. When a nation with thousands of years of history starts apologizing for existing, decline becomes a choice. And this is a guy in a turban saying this.
Well, I think everybody can see it. I mean, Europe, especially the mainland Europe, but Ireland and UK as well, they have just fallen into this mind trap of we're done, it's over for us, our time is come and gone, we're just going to pass on and move on from the West. And that's not what the people want. The people want to be proud of who they are.
Exactly. To quote Marco Rubio here again, he said, "Armies do not fight for abstractions such as diversity or human rights. Armies fight for people. Armies fight for a nation. Armies fight for a way of life. And that is what we're defending, a great civilization that has every reason to be proud of its history, confident of its future, and aims to always be the master of its own economic and political destiny."
Yeah.
I've said that a million times, man. You don't, you can build this blob of a country, but who's going to defend it in any way, shape, or form? The minute someone else tests it, it's going to fall and crumble and roll over on its belly to China or whoever can come over with a bigger stick and just take over out of the mush that's left over.
Yeah, how do you get people to stand up for something that doesn't stand up for them? If you're looking at your homeland and your homeland is putting you in jail for mean tweets and allowing your young girls to be raped and abused by Pakistani grooming gangs, you don't have a lot of confidence in yourself as a people, and they want to feel like they have confidence as a people again. And I think they have every right to do so. I mean, what the Western world, and let's not sugarcoat it, greatest culture in human existence that we know of. It has done more, has done greater for the world than any other culture.
hands down.
And we should not be ashamed of that.
No. Nobel Prizes, I mean, it's through the roof, you know? They just kick them out of Boston, like, all day long, you know?
Yeah.
And we shouldn't be ashamed of that, like you said. We shouldn't. It's an incredible accomplishment. And, you know, we need to preserve it. And so I look over to Seattle, of course. Here I am looking at the postmillennial.com from Katie Daviscourt, and she's covering a issue, you might have heard about this, a pro-pedophile group campaigns in Seattle to, quote, normalize adults being sexually attracted to children.
Yeah.
This is what they want you to fight for, folks. This is what they want you to go to Ukraine and fight for.
Didn't work out for the Greeks, all I'm saying. Like the Greeks the Greeks lost their empire very quickly after they legalized these things. But this is the fight that we're fighting. This is pure evil. Pure evil. The end of child marriages and child brides is one of the three things that made Western culture great. And to allow this kind of evil to come back in the world, nobody's going to fight for that.
Absolutely. And, you know, they're trying to call them MAPs, minor attracted people. They're just minor attracted, folks. They don't act on it, but they exist, and we should be kind to them and embrace them and let them, you know, watch our kids on a Saturday night when we're going out. You don't be afraid of these people as babysitters, right?
No, man. It's
the teachers, right?
And
just because they're minor attracted people doesn't mean they can't be a teacher and work with kids. Gosh.
No. That language is so atrocious. And I remember back in the early 2000s when everybody was like, what does the plus stand for? What does the plus stand for? Well, that's what it stands for. That's what
it's the next step.
Yep.
It's the next step. What else do? You've just gone out and said we need to trans little kids. If they're 12 years old and they're confused about it, boom, cut off their boobs, cut off their stuff, give them pills, and, you know, start transitioning them at 12, because then you have the best chance of really making them into a passing female or male. No. Thank God all these, you know, different medical associations have come out in the last few weeks and said no more of this. There was, a $3 million verdict that went to a detransitioner who was just shoved through the system so quickly that, like, boom, your head's spinning. Next thing you know, you got a double mastectomy and you're 14.
Yeah, that was a huge court case.
Healthy.
That court case crushed it because they are terrified of being sued now, and there's a clear precedent for it. So that case was huge. I'm glad, but we need to crush this stuff too. We absolutely cannot be having these people out there.
And, you know, to be fair, there's got to be probably another million detransitioners out there that are in the same boat that are like, where's my 3 million? You know?
Well, I think there's going to be other lawsuits. I think there will be.
Yeah. But yeah, no, this kind of stuff, folks, this is what, again, you're supposed to go to war. You got arrested for a mean tweet, and then about 2 weeks later, someone else shows up and says, hey, you're being conscripted. You're part of the army now. You know, we're going to send you off to Ukraine to fight for this.
Yeah.
For your mean tweets to be, you know, never allowed again.
And
you're going to go to the front line and...
Nope.
Right?
No, won't happen. And I tell you, we saw similar things near the end of the Vietnam War. When people were sick of that war and were finally done with it, you saw people just not do their job, then just completely let it go. And then that led to our military's collapse there and led to a lot more people dying on both sides. And you can't have that. You can't have a demoralized army. You can't. You won't survive as a nation.
Exactly. And that's what they're building. I mean, if the UK thinks they can just, you know, start a draft and suddenly pull up every 18-year-old in the country and send them off to fight, they got another thing coming, because those people don't want anything to do with what, you know, Europe has turned into today, especially when you start putting them in a battlefield, in a trench, and expect them to do manly things, you know?
Yeah. Well, we've seen what happens to the people that they put on the front lines with no training and no real support in Ukraine. They just get mowed down.
Yeah. So let's see here. In the time we have left, let's cover a few more stories here. We've got from Gateway Pundit, Puerto Rico Governor Jennifer Gonzalez, a Republican and a Trump supporter, has officially signed legislation recognizing unborn babies as human beings under the law. So in Puerto Rico now, unborn babies are human beings under the law, right? Senate
Huge.
Bill 923. It's amending Puerto Rico's penal code to explicitly recognize a fetus at any stage of gestation as a human being under criminal law. Quote, aims to match consistency between civil and criminal provisions by recognizing the unborn child as a human being. This is a gigantic blow to the left, because I've heard so many people talk about bringing statehood to Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
And this is what you're going to get? They just made abortion straight up criminalized?
I think a couple other states ought to follow suit. I think this is how you attack it. This is how you attack it, because if human beings are already designated to have certain rights, if you by law designate an unborn child as a human, they immediately get all the rights of other humans. So
but the Civil Code revision now explicitly includes unborn child as a human being, legal recognition from the moment of conception, and eligibility for inheritance and dependent status under certain legal frameworks. Right. Additionally, crimes committed against a pregnant woman result in the death of her unborn child may now be prosecuted as first-degree murder, placing the unborn child on equal footing in homicide status when violence is involved. So, yeah, like you say, legal rights, man.
Yep. That's huge. It really is. That is a really big pro-life move out of a rather, left-leaning population in Puerto Rico. That's impressive. But, I've always said that socially speaking, Latinos are extremely conservative. Yeah, they might be, a little bit collectivist in their economics, but their social life, they're extremely conservative.
God-fearing Christian.
Yeah.
Which, and that's the crazy thing. I can't think of how many times, they want to make Washington, D.C. a state, right? They want to make Puerto Rico a state. All these little ways they can get, a couple more senators and whatnot. But is that really even going to matter when you've got a state, quote unquote, in Puerto Rico that has now made abortion, like, not only illegal, but like it's murder now? Yeah. That's hardcore. That's more hardcore than like even Texas has gone. So
yeah, I don't think the leftists would like that.
Yeah, and it's the Supreme Court. I mean, you can fight this up to the Supreme Court, but they just said, hey, states can do what they want. So obviously Puerto Rico can do what it wants too.
Yep.
Wow, crazy stuff. Let's see what else we got here. Montgomery County PTA, Parental Teacher Organization, had just put together a webinar where they instruct Maryland parents on how to instruct Maryland parents on how to obstruct ICE in their communities. ICE, how to fight ICE, how to stop ICE. The Parent Teacher Association is teaching the parents how to go out and stop and interfere with ICE. I don't know what the world has come to.
We got to get rid of public education. I'm serious. Like, we have to get rid of the teachers' unions. Got to go. The Department of Education's got to go. We got to go back to a more traditional system where it's actually at the control of the local level. Like, we cannot have this. We were just talking about this. Me and my friend were talking about here in Oregon. They have all of these organizations. They're all infiltrated with communists. All of them.
Yep.
This is insane. They're going to get people killed.
And now they're sending kids out to like march against ICE in the streets. And it was that one day, like a week and some ago, it was like the day of action or something. But I'm seeing it happen like every day now in some place around the country.
Yep.
I got a video here from Salt Lake City from a little while back that is showing these kids going through stores, they're just marching everywhere. They're walking across the streets, blocking traffic. And they're kids. They're little kids.
Yep. Yep.
And the teachers letting it happen.
Yeah,
Yeah, go ahead.
I saw a video where they were throwing rocks and debris at ice vehicles. A whole class was out protesting, and they were throwing stuff at ice vehicles. I mean, this is what the communists did in China and in Russia. They took the kids and turned them into these zombie hordes and used them as human shields for their communist revolution. It's the same playbook. It's very scary.
And they're kids, man. There's no reason to bring kids into politics. If you bring your little kids out to protest, man, you're just the scum of the earth. You're really you're endangering them. You're brainwashing them. You know, it's really evil what's going on. And for schools to be allowing this to happen, we're seeing more and more parents like bust in there, like, "Where's my kid? I'm taking him out of the school right now. Where is he? Oh, well, he's out on the 4th Avenue marching."
Homeschool, man. Homeschool.
Yeah. Doc, where can people find you online?
I am on the X platform, formerly known as Twitter, Rumble, and my favorite, Minds.com. You can find me at Doctor420. That's Doctor with an E at the end, 420.
Excellent. Well, folks, we are out of time for tonight. I am your host, Censorship Sucks, and you can find me over at his favorite site, minds.com/censorshipsucks. I post all of my articles that I call on every show into my feed through the week as I find them. So, if you want to see what we're going to talk about on the show, go over there and check it out. It's always a pleasure to have each and every one of you out there listening in, and especially when you come by and say hi on the show, on the channel. So, thanks everyone for listening. This has been the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show. We're going to wrap it up here, and we will see you on Wednesday night.
Ciao.
All right, great show, guys. Got a couple minutes. I'm going to host over.
Ciao.
Normally, I host over to The Great Conspiracy, but not tonight. I'm going to go over and host over to Monkey Man Adam Bombs.
Oh, nice.
All right, since he's up.
Out here.
All right. So you guys take care.
All right.
I'm going to get the show up and up like normal. I know Doc normally doesn't stick around for after show.
I don't think Mark can hear us. Anyway.
Yeah, we're still streaming.
Thank you for listening in. We will see you Wednesday.
All right. So, let me get that up. Stand by. Off air banner. All right. Here we go. And look out, Adam Bombs. Go over and give Adam some love over there and hang out. He's doing first-person shooter stuff.